Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to another edition of Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. So, my hair is a hot mess today. It's really humid here. It's rained for a little bit, so y'all, I'm sorry, my hair is scary, so it's kind of like doing its own thing. So, I'm just gonna let it do what it wants to. So today, for supper, I am going to be doing one of these pork loins. I had gotten this from the food pantry, and this is a teriyaki pork tenderloin. So everything is in here, and the directions say that it goes into a preheated 425 oven. And you basically just take it out of the package, put it in a baking pan, and bake uncovered until the thickest part of the tenderloin is 155 degrees. So we are going to be fixing this for supper. And I am going to show you how to use a box of stuffing mix and my little egg bite mold pan, and we are going to make stuffing bites. Usually I do these in the air fryer, but since my oven's on and it's humid, I don't want to turn the air off, so I'm just gonna throw these right in the oven along with the pork tenderloin. So it's gonna be a really easy dinner, but I think it's gonna be really good. So let me spin you around and let's get cooking. Alright, I am still playing around with different camera angles, so let me know how this is showing up on your end down below in the comment box. So I'm just trying to figure out what works well and what does not. So I have my dish here all sprayed, and I'm just simply going to open this package, and this goes directly into your dish. Now this comes all seasoned with everything that you need. So you're not, oh, and you can smell the teriyaki in it. So I think this is going to be really good. Let me give my hands a quick rinse. And this is going to go into the oven. And I will check it with my heat thermometer in about, I'll set my timer for 30 minutes. So at 6:30 I will check our meat. Now, I have never had this brand of stuffing mix before, so basically you add 1.5 cups of hot water, the contents of the stuffing mix pouch, and just mix it up. And from there I will show you how to do our stuffing bites. It's really pretty simple, so there's nothing at all difficult about it. Oh, it smells really good. So we'll just get that into our bowl. Now I am fortunate enough to have a water cooler that does very hot water, so I'm just going to grab my measuring cup and we will come over here to the hot water dispenser and get our hot water. I will be back in just a second. It takes a little bit of time to get the water out of the hot water dispenser. You can see it is steamy hot. So we'll just, usually I add about half in at a time, just because sometimes depending on the humidity, you don't always need all of what they say. So we're just gonna give this a good mix. It looks like it does need a little bit more because it needs to hold together in our mold. So we'll get this mixed up here. I love doing stuffing bites. They are so fun and they are so easy to eat. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of our water in. It is still just a little bit on the dry side. And you just want to mix it up and kind of fluff it up as you go along. And that's very hot. So I should have known that was hot because I just added boiling hot water to it. Alright. So that actually looks pretty good. So now I am going to grab my handy dandy cookie scoop and take our egg mold pan, and we're just going to scoop and fill our egg molds. And you want to make sure that your pan is very well sprayed. Even though it is a silicone pan, you want these to come out in one piece. So I'm not sure how this is going to work with this brand of stuffing mix because I've never had this brand before. So we are going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. And basically by the time we'll get this filled and in the oven right next to our tenderloin, and it should be done at the same time that our tenderloin is finishing up. And I think I may have a bit of a jar or can of gravy hanging about somewhere that I may heat up in the microwave and use as a dipping sauce for our stuffing bites. I think that would be a really fun way to serve these, especially if you want to do it this way for Thanksgiving. I think this would be a super fun, different way of serving your stuffing or your dressing, whichever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments down below if you are team stuffing or team dressing. I am team stuffing because my mom always used it to actually stuff our turkeys with. So I've always just called it stuffing. So and actually technically right now I'm stuffing our egg mold with it, so it is technically still stuffing. So let me know down below, are you team dressing or team stuffing? I think that would be a fun little contest to have. Let's see which one comes out on top, whether it's stuffing or dressing. So we're just gonna fill these molds. You want your molds to be full. It's not gonna spread or puff up or anything, so you can actually fill up your molds. So we're just going to keep filling these. And this is just something super fun to do. So, and it is a different way of doing your stuffing. I've also have made waffles using stuffing. You just mix your stuffing mix up and you put it in your waffle maker and you just leave it in there until it gets browned and crispy on the top. That is a super fun way to do chicken and waffles, is using your stuffing mix for your waffle. So I've done that before too for a quick meal. Alright, I think that is about as full as I can get it. So I've used most of it. Little bit of a mess on the counter, but that's alright. So here is our egg mold. Let me find a good, there we go. Alright, we got our egg molds here all filled. I'm going to put this in the oven alongside our pork loin. That's what's in the oven, is our pork loin. I forgot what I put in there. I will get this in there and I will bring you back in about 30 minutes when our pork loin is done. So I'll see you back in just a few. Alright, we are back. Our meat is cooked done. The internal temperature reached 173, so it's right at medium to well done. Our stuffing bites have been cooling and they look absolutely beautiful. Look at those. I've got some green beans warming on the stove and a little jar of chicken gravy. Now I'm going to use my electric knife here and carve our pork loin up. Now if you don't have an electric knife and you do a lot of meat, you should think about getting one, because watch how easy this meat is to slice. I'm not going to talk while I slice this because the knife does get a little loud. Look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. And look how easy this knife slices. You can do thick slices or thin slices. Look at that, how easy that cuts. You can see that it's steaming hot. And it's just easy, so easy with the electric knife. You can use it to slice bread as well. So look at how nice and clean these cuts are. Alright, and just to let you guys know, that is not blood on my cutting board. That is actually the teriyaki juice that the meat cooked in, because look at that. That is done all the way through, and that was the thickest part of our roast. So it is perfectly cooked. So let me get my knife blades in the sink so that I don't cut myself on my electric knife. That would not be fun. And now for the hard part, we are going to try to unmold our stuffing bites. So let's give this a shot and keep our fingers crossed so hopefully they don't all fall apart. Because I've never used this brand, so I don't know how it's going to be. And just like with the egg bites I did last week, you just pinch the top on it to release what you have inside. And hopefully they will all come out. Looks like they might be sticking just a little. Oh, they're not sticking. I got one that's still stuck in there. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at those. Oh my word. Stuffing bites. Look at these. They are so pretty. Oh my word. I cannot wait. I am so hungry, so let me get this plated up. I will get some of my green beans. And just a tip, never leave a metal spoon in your green bean pan while the green beans are heating up, because I had to get a pot holder and my spoon got hot. So just a tip from me to you, never leave your spoon in a pan if you're using a metal spoon. So I'm just dishing me up some green beans, and they're just a can of cut green beans, so it's nothing too exciting. And so see, it's just regular canned green beans, and I have a cute little dish that my chicken gravy is going to go in. So let me get my chicken gravy out. It is bubbling away. It is going to be so good. Who says you have to wait for Thanksgiving to have stuffing? You can have stuffing anytime you want. So now we're going to get some of our meat. That meat is so tender, and we're going to get a couple of our stuffing bites. I think I'm going to get 3 of them because I love my stuffing, as you all know. And just like that, look at this plate. How fun does this plate look? It looks absolutely amazing. Alright, so let me spin you around and we will give this a taste. Alright, I got my fork. I got my plate of yummy food here. Let's give this a taste. This is the teriyaki pork loin. And I'm just going to set my plate down here while I cut my meat. I don't want to spill it on me. And you could even dip your meat in your gravy. So let's do that. This is very hot. So it is steaming away. Mmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. You can taste the teriyaki in there. Mm. Mm-hmm. Of course, our green beans. Just cut canned green beans. But now, our stuffing. I am anxious to see what this brand is like. I have never had this brand. Like I said, I got it at my discount food store. So we are going to give this a try. I actually think I'm just going to spoon a little bit of my gravy over it. I think that'll be easier to eat. Let's give this stuffing a taste. For 30 cents a box. That's not bad. These are pretty good. So, we're going to drop the fork, put my plate down. Woo! Here comes my happy dance. Woo! This meal was so easy to put together, but this is freaking awesome. That pork loin. If you guys haven't tried these little pork loins, I know Aldi sells them. I know Winn-Dixie sells them. I think Publix has them. And probably about any grocery store has them. I think I've seen them at Save-A-Lot. Phenomenal. This meal gets 2 thumbs up. I cannot wait to sit down with this meal. This meal calls for a good movie. I'm not sure yet what movie I'll put on, but dinner and a movie sounds really good for tonight. Mr. Bubba is waiting for his dinner. I can hear him running through his cage, so he's wanting his dinner, so I'm going to go feed him and sit down with my dinner and enjoy a good movie. So that concludes this edition of Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. If you are new, please feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a channel. It really helps us out if you subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when we put new content out. And thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for spending time in my kitchen with me today. And by the way, if you sent me a package and it got sent back, please send it again. I will reimburse you for any extra postage. There was an issue with my post office box. Some kind of a way they lost my application and locked my post office box, but I took care of that today, so my box is now open again. So if you have anything that gets sent back, please feel free to resend it. Let me know, and I'll cover that extra cost for you. So I just wanted to let everyone know that there was an issue with my box. So just let me know if you had something returned, or if you sent something that I haven't gotten yet, and we'll get it taken care of. So thank you again for spending time with me today. Make sure to comment down below and let me know what your favorite dinner and a movie is, and let's have some fun with that. Let me know about my camera angles, because I am still experimenting with new equipment. I really appreciate the feedback from everyone. That helps me out a ton, and I just wish you all blessings. Stay safe for the United States. This is a big week, so just be aware, stay safe, just keep an eye on your surroundings of where you're at, and I just pray that everyone stays calm and cool, and just that everyone behaves themselves, and that we can all act like adults, and just stay safe out there, and keep everyone in your prayers this week, because we all need those extra prayers. So that concludes this episode of Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye!